Well, good Sunday morning, everybody. We are here live on Facebook. Of course, we are live on my Facebook page, Kris Hudson, and then also the 7 News Facebook page. If you're commenting on the 7 News Facebook page, I'm unable to see your comments. If you're commenting on the Kris Hudson page, I can see your comments, and I will be answering those as we go along. And my apologies if I look overly tired. As you know, I've been covering this pretty much nonstop as we've been getting ready for this and throughout the event. So if there's any issues with sound, anything like that, please let me know. But we're going to be going through a lot of the details and what we can expect today. The good news is, well, at least for me, I don't know about you, the good news is for me is that today is the last day of our lake effect snow. I know several people are happy about that, some probably not so much. So I want to get you started before we really get into things here. Look at Watertown. This is our camera outside right now, taking that full heavy lake effect snow is impacting us. Near whiteout conditions, if not completely whiteout conditions. So this band of lake effect this morning is very intense, and it is dropping at least snowfall rates of 3 to 4 inches an hour. So, like I said, that crazy amount of snow was falling. This lake effect band was north of the city most of the overnight hours, which, if you weren't wanting massive totals on the Tug Hill Plateau where we've been seeing that snow, then that was good news that it was north of the city of Watertown overnight last night, because if it would have been over the same locations as it was Friday and Saturday, there was the potential there that we could have been talking of at least 100 inches of snow, because overnight alone, north of the city of Watertown picked up 1 foot to 2 feet of snow in some locations. So yes, a lot of snow has fallen, and it's been widespread as this band has been moving around. And if you ask me, when we come to these lake effect snow events like this, a band that moves around when it's prolonged like this is a good band, because it helps cut down on the significant totals. And we've already seen 40, 50 inches of snow on the Tug Hill Plateau in spots. So if, like I said, if it would have just set over one spot, then it would have been remarkable totals that we would have seen as far as the snow. Zooming out, the important thing to note this morning with the lake effect band is it's shifting around some. So it's still very intense. That's expected to continue throughout the day. So very intense snowfall is going to continue off and on throughout the day, depending on where you are, as this band shifts around. But as we go throughout the day today on Sunday, the important thing to note is this lake effect band is going to be from Watertown to Carthage to Harrisville into southern St. Lawrence County and south. If you're in Evans Mills and north towards the St. Lawrence River, the odds are things are not going to be nearly as bad for you. So that is some good news. Someone says there's at least 3 feet of snow so far on Drum. We can't see our fence anymore. You know, it's funny to me because yesterday, I'll go ahead and cut back to me real quick as I talk about this. It's funny to read that, because yesterday I remember reading a comment of people saying that one of the Fort Drum pages, people were commenting on it and kind of messaging each other saying, oh, those weather people, they're wrong again. We didn't get any snow on Fort Drum, blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. Folks, this was a prolonged event from Friday to Monday. And I kept telling you, if you didn't see your snow at one point, you were going to eventually see it. And guess what? You saw the snow. So the forecast wasn't that wrong as far as seeing the snow. As far as snow totals, we were off a little bit, and that was because the band was moving around. That's a good thing. If I'm calling for 65 inches of snow and we only get 50, I'm okay with that, because 65 inches of this very heavy wet snow is just not fun. It is so bad here on Fort Drum, can barely keep up with shoveling. My driveway is in an alleyway. Yes, this intense snowfall is going to continue throughout the day. It's a whiteout in Watertown. I know heavy snowfall is falling. In fact, what I'll do is kind of pause this radar for you and switch over some of our details so we can see just how intense this snow is out there this morning, because it's going to be continuing. And you can see, notice those brighter returns, the darker greens, the yellows. So this isn't rain that we're seeing, folks. This is lake effect snow, and we're not really seeing that grapple today. And the reason we're not seeing the grapple is we have colder air that's moved in. So we have more of a vertically stacked temperature profile in the atmosphere, not allowing for a lot of that grapple to take effect. But you can see that as we zoom in here closer to Watertown, heavy snow, probably 3-4 inches, maybe 5 inches an hour, falling over Watertown to Great Bend. That includes Black River, Calcium, Fort Drum, Champion. You're going to be getting in on this. Wilna, Natural Bridge, seeing it. As far as getting down towards Carthage, you're right on the edge according to radar data. And then Denmark, Naumburg, Krogan, Forest City, New Bremen, Loudville, you're getting a break, and you've had that break all night long. Over onto the Tuck Hill Plateau around Barnes Corners, getting a break for the moment. That's going to be changing. You're expecting probably another foot or two of snow throughout the day today. Over towards Rodman, you're getting a bit of a break, but things starting to pick back up for you, becoming very heavy at times. So if you're in West Rodman over towards the landfill, then you're probably seeing very, very heavy snow. If you're over towards East Rodman, as you get closer to Barnes Corners, not seeing a whole lot at the moment. If you're traveling on I-81 or have plans to travel on I-81 from Watertown south, you can't see. It is whiteout conditions from Watertown to Adams, and that is the same on US 11 from Watertown to Adams Center, complete whiteout conditions. Someone says, Philadelphia, New York, it hasn't stopped here. Went to bed with maybe 5 inches, woke up with about 3 feet, hoping for a break to get out and clear some. Philadelphia, you're going to see a break in the snow as we go throughout the day today as this band does shift south. So you're on the northern edge of this band right now, Philadelphia, over towards Antwerp, Theresa. So don't worry, things will start improving for you as we go throughout the day today. Someone says, is Perch River done with the band? Perch River probably going to see on it a little bit throughout the day, but the majority of it is over for Perch River. And I sent a message to someone last night, Nicole Ford, and she's probably on this live. She's one of my friends here, and I sent her a message last night, and because she's been asking me a bunch of questions, and I told her people are going to be surprised when they wake up on Sunday morning, because I knew that we were going to see 3 feet of snow overnight in some locations, whether that was the city of Watertown, south of Watertown, or just north. I knew that it was going to happen. I knew that this band was going to get very intense, and that it did. As far as someone saying they have no sound, I'm not seeing anyone else saying they don't have any sound, so check your volume. Before I continue, let me know if you can hear me. Looks like my sound is working on this end. Someone's asking how much is headed for Carthage. Carthage, you'll probably see about another 6 to 12 inches, maybe more, as we go throughout the day. Okay, so people are saying we have sound. So for you that said that you didn't have sound, Amanda Boots, make sure that you check your volume, because everyone else is saying that they can hear me. So check your volume on your phone or your computer. Make sure that you have sound. If you don't, exit out and come back in. I'll still be here. So all right, so getting you back over to the map so we can see that lake effect band as I kind of move out. Notice the weird direction that it currently is for us. Notice how it kind of comes down like this and swoops up and then kind of goes like that. That's because it's moving around. And that's the way that it's going to be for a little bit today, this morning. It's going to be shifting around, but once it does get its act together by noon, I think, maybe even 1 o'clock at the latest, where this band is going to really set up throughout the day today is going to be in this circled area right here that I'm drawing for you. It's going to be somewhere in here, and that does include southern St. Lawrence County, even though I didn't quite get that circle to you. So anywhere from pretty much Watertown, Fort Drum south today. That includes portions in Lewis County, central and northern Lewis County will be seeing this. So very heavy snow still in the forecast throughout the day today. That's the important thing to note from this live video, is anywhere from Watertown, Fort Drum, Carthage, south, Copenhagen, still going to be seeing very heavy snow. Excuse me. As far as going throughout the day today, kind of timing this out for you, like I said, this band of snow is going to be moving around a little bit as we get through the daytime towards noon, and by the time we get to the afternoon, things are really going to start ramping up for us. You can see what I'm talking about by noon. Still very heavy snowfall falling, whiteout conditions throughout the day today. I don't think we see as much thunder snow today as what we did the past couple days, and that's because of our atmosphere is a little less intense as far as allowing for that thunder snow, but thunder snow is still a possibility, primarily on the Tug Hill Plateau. But by 2 o'clock, you can see that lake effect snow continuing. By 5 o'clock, it's still continuing anywhere from Watertown towards Carthage and south. And then notice what happens. My, oh my, thank you. By 9 p.m., 10 p.m., things start heading south. Things start improving here. But overnight tonight, if clouds clear out, it's going to get brutally cold for the locations that have seen this lake effect snow over the past 2 or 3 days. So by 10 o'clock tonight, maybe 11 o'clock at the latest, this lake effect snow band has moved out of here. Moved out of here by 11 o'clock latest tonight. Someone says, I work 2 minutes from Drum at 2 a.m. By 2 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be fine. It's going to be south of us. Someone's asking about a snow day tomorrow. I don't make those decisions. I drive by 2 schools on my way in, South of Jeff and Watertown, and they've been working on keeping the snow cleared. Watertown was out there this morning when I drove by. Someone asked, updated on snow totals. As far as snow totals are concerned, this is what's left to come. We're going to go through this for you. We're going to start wide and go county by county. Another 1 to 2 feet of snow is possible for some locations from Watertown onto the Tug Hill Plateau, even down towards Adams. Notice if you're north of Watertown, it drops off quite a bit. Fort Drum, I want you to know, this is raw model data that I'm showing you folks. I think it's got a good handle on the heaviest of the snow. Fort Drum, though, Harrisville, I think is far too low for your totals. You're probably going to see 6 to 12 inches of snow in those areas before the end of the day. So as we go towards Jefferson County, going throughout the day towards, say, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tonight, you can see Watertown, probably another 6 to 12 inches of snow. Barnes Corners, another 12 to 24. Montague areas down towards Hooker on the Tug Hill, you're probably going to be seeing another 12 to 24, maybe a little bit more than that of snow. Adams, another 12 to 24 is expected as we go throughout the day today. Once again, Carthage, I would say 6 to 12 for you. That's a good bet. Probably on the higher end of that. Wouldn't be surprised if it over exceeds that. Dexter, that 3 inches, I think is probably overdone. Fort Drum, that 3 inches is probably underdone. And Rutland, you're probably going to see closer to 2 feet of snow rather than 11 inches. As far as Lewis County, you can see Lowville, probably going to see another 6 to 12. Croghan, 6 to 12. Casterland, Naumburg, 6 to 12. Montague, like I said, 24 inches, so about 2 feet of snow, if not a little bit more. That it does include portions of southern Jefferson County, like Worth and Lorain. If you're in Rodman, you're probably going to see another close to 2 feet of snow on top of everything that is going on. St. Lawrence County, for you folks, I don't want to forget about you because I know a lot of you are wondering what's going on because not a lot has happened. In St. Lawrence County, most of this today is going to be to your south. As far as southern St. Lawrence County, these totals are probably a little too low. I think you are going to see snow throughout the day. You're probably already seeing some snow right now. And I'm looking at your comments, and a lot of folks are saying, Kris, please make it stop. Please, please, please. Don't worry, folks. It's going to be ending by the time we get towards the evening hours and towards tomorrow. But yes, we still have another 1 to 2 feet of snow to get through before we get there. And once again, showing you here in downtown Watertown what we're looking at with that very intense snowfall falling. So those whiteout conditions continuing. If you're north of the city of Watertown, things will start improving for you by the time we get towards this afternoon. Watertown south, it's going to take several more hours, and that's why we're still expecting another foot to 2 feet of snow, if not a little bit more, for some locations by the time we get towards this evening, as this intense lake effect snow does continue. Switching back over to radar, as I start going through some of your questions, we can see what's going on with that snow. I'll go ahead and pause it, switch it over to just our nice little green and yellows and red colors, so I can dissect that radar a little bit easier for you. Yeah, notice, man, goodness. The snowfall rates from Adams up towards Briar Hill, not Briar Hill, Burrville, excuse me, Rodman, right there. Those are snowfall rates. Adams Center still. Those are snowfall rates of at least 4 inches an hour, if not greater. I wouldn't be surprised if it's snowing 5 inches an hour in that. Very, very heavy snowfall. Is it going to hit southern Lewis County, Turin, and Constable areas? As it shifts south tonight, it will. It's just not going to hit you nearly as hard. Someone says, thank you for the update, Kris. You're my all-time favorite weatherman. Appreciate you so much. Liz, thank you for that compliment. Just doing what I can to keep you updated. We have great people here at Channel 7 that allow all of this to kind of happen. John Kubis, Beth Hall, Jeff Cole, everyone that works here is great in keeping you updated. That's our number one priority as we go throughout these events is keeping you updated the best that we possibly can. So that's good. Someone's saying, can you put Carthage on the map? Here's the thing. If I put every municipality on this map, you would not be able to see anywhere. As far as the one that I'm showing currently, I don't have control over what's on it. Those are automated on there. I just got a text from Michelle Tinsley, the Toys for Tots coordinator. I don't know if she's watching this live video or not, but she goes, Kris, please stop being right. She was hesitant on believing what I was going to talk about with the snowfall. And here we are. We're seeing that big, heavy snow. And I see a lot of folks that are worried about school and stuff like that tomorrow. A lot of this is going to be over with overnight tonight, but it is going to take time to clean up. I would imagine overnight tonight, our DPW crews, our plow crews, DOT, our school officials, ground crews, all those, everyone that is a part of snow removal is going to be busting it tonight to make sure that by tomorrow morning, it's like nothing ever happened. I see what happens throughout the country when we see large snowfalls like this, even out in western New York. I have to say, our plow crews here locally at home are next to none. They are the best. They work quickly, and they do a phenomenal job. So as we're getting all of this snow, let's just continue to thank all of our plow crews and things like that, because it's remarkable, their work, because last night when I went home, 81 was blacktop. There was no concerns, no snow on 81 from Watertown south. So they just did a phenomenal job with snow removal, and they're still out there doing it nonstop. So thank you to all of those crews that have been out doing that. National Grid crews that have been working on power outages as they happen, thank you. Anyone that's out there doing stuff, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, a few important things to note. With this snowfall, it's very heavy wet. You know that now. It's hard to move. The snowfall today is actually going to be a little bit fluffier because we have colder temperatures moving in. So that's going to allow things to kind of improve on that front. So this one will be easier to move. It's not going to be nearly as heavy and wet for us. But still, make sure you're shoveling your roof, because we're expecting more snow throughout this week. And yes, there is the potential for more lake effect Wednesday and Thursday. Details on that are still slim. We're still trying to figure that out. But lake effect Wednesday and Thursday, as we see a large-scale system moving through, is highly possible. And we could be talking heavy snow once again. So make sure that you're cleaning up after this before the other one gets here, because, folks, we're going to have a lot of snow on the ground by the time we get towards this time next weekend, because we are not looking at a significant warm-up at all. So this snow is going to pretty much stay here for a little while. Also, thank you to all of our first responders that have been responding throughout this lake effect snow event that we've been seeing, because they've been putting themselves in harm's way trying to take care of you as you need them. Also, another thing with this amount of snow that we're seeing, you hear us say it every year, check your vents. Where your heat comes out, check your vents. Do not pile snow around them. You do not want to get all of that carbon monoxide backed up into your house. Clear those vents. I've been very cautious of that at my house as I've been removing snow, is checking the vents. Also, if you live in a municipality and you have a lot of snow, clear out the fire hydrants. If there is any type of fire, anything like that, it takes time for the firefighter to clear out the fire hydrant. So it can be the difference between you losing your home and your home being saved, because they won't have to clear it out. So help them out, clear out those fire hydrants, do your part. Of course, we say this every year, every time it snows. We know the routine, just got to get back into the routine here. James Stump says, at least we'll have a white Christmas this year, hopefully. It looks like we will, because a lot of this is probably going to stick around. Now, it's going to compact a lot. There will be some melting throughout the month, but there is not a significant warm-up that looks likely this month. It looks like it's going to be a cold month for us, so a lot of this will stick around as we get towards Christmas, which now is only a few weeks away. Continue to go through some of your comments here. If you're wondering what this is, it's Diet Pepsi. That's been my fuel the past few days, is Diet Pepsi. Someone's asking how, actually one of the plow crews, the DPW crew down in Adams, Colton, is asking how much more snow is expected in the Adams area today. Colton, it's probably going to be around a foot, maybe a little bit more than that as we go throughout the day. Snowing very heavily down there right now, as I'm sure you're aware. Someone's asking about, what about northern St. Lawrence County? Northern St. Lawrence County, you're fine. It's a great day for you. Cold day, but it's a great day. No heavy snow out there. Someone's saying it's bad out here. Lots of cars and trucks off the road and abandoned. Folks, if you can stay home today, please stay home, because the snow that we're seeing today is very intense. We're going out with the bang. We kind of come in like a lamb with it, and we're going to go out roaring. So we're ending this with a bang. We're going to have a lot more snow today. Edward is asking, West Leyden, is there any snow coming? Yes, you'll see some snow later today as this band does shift south towards central New York. Someone said it's been coming down hard all night, and today in Brownville, thunder snow too. Yep, it's still going. John is saying, is this Snowmageddon? I don't think this is Snowmageddon, because this has been a prolonged event. It's similar to that of November of 2022, but in November 2022, we pretty much had that 80 inches of snow in nearly 24 hours. With this, it's been snowing off and on since Friday, so not that bad for us. It's been a prolonged event. We've had breaks in the action at times, but it has been piling up quickly. People are saying, I don't understand why people are driving in this mess. Someone said the Salmon Run Mall is still open. Do you think driving there is okay coming from Fort Drum? if you don't have to get out on the roads, don't get out on the roads. Stay home. Unless it's completely clear where you are. If you're in Messina, Ogdensburg, Canton, Potsdam, get out and drive around. Do what you want. It's fine. If you're in the lake effect snow, stay home. Someone's saying it's white out almost in Watertown. Tried to go to Stewart's, had to turn around. Yeah, probably the best bet. Stay home. I want to go back over to this if it'll let me. Looking out here in Watertown. Someone said the mall's delayed opening. Target and Old Navy are closed. Oh, there's Nicole Ford. Nicole, I was talking about you earlier. Yeah, so here's Watertown. See why I'm saying stay home if you don't have to? Get out on the roads. Stay home if you can. I know we have essential workers. We have plow crews, everything, law enforcement, EMTs, firefighters, people that work at the hospitals. People have to get out, but if you're not one of those folks that don't have to get out, don't get out. Your Christmas shopping can wait. Someone said whiteout conditions last night in Governor and this morning. Yep, someone said TJ Maxx is also closed. They sent the workers home. Kudos to TJ Maxx for doing that. Yeah, Nicole, I figured you were watching this entire time. Jay is saying hopefully this will shift south. I thought for sure it would last night. Black River's getting some pretty good snowfall right now. It is going to shift south, but it's going to take time throughout the day. So we're still going to get a lot of snow. And remember, folks, there's a difference as we start talking about snowfall totals as we start wrapping up this event. There is a massive difference between snowfall totals and snow depth. Snow depth is what is on the ground. That is what is on the ground. That is snow depth. Snowfall totals, what we do, I explained this yesterday, so if you weren't a part of it, someone said Massey's Furniture Barn is closed as well. A ton of closings today. But anyways, what I was saying is that when we do snowfall totals, we take measurements once every 6 hours. So 4 times a day we take measurements. Then we add those measurements up. And these measurements are going to be added up all the way from Friday until it's completely done. And then that's going to be the snowfall total. It's possible that that total is going to be 60, 70 inches of snow, but your snow depth is only going to be probably 40 to 50 inches because it's a heavy wet snow. It compacts a lot. Someone says, my poor dad has been snow blowing for over 5 hours in Harrisville. Kelly, I hope your dad has enough gas because it's not done yet. Also, make sure he's being careful. Someone said, Brenda says, I'm glad for the break of snow in Copenhagen. Yeah, Brenda, I saw some of your pictures yesterday. Incredible amount of snow out there already. Ronnie says, all I want to know is, are the liquor stores open? Asking for a friend. Ronnie, I wouldn't know, but I don't think your liquor is worth it. Mary says 5 to 6 p.m. Snow moves out of the North Country to Syracuse. It's probably going to be a little bit later than that, but it's going to be close. Someone says that there's storm chasers that are up here. That doesn't surprise me. Every time we get these big lake effect snows, we have storm chasers that come up here. Sometimes I talk to them. They'll reach out to me and I'll talk to them. I kind of tell them where I think it's best for them to set up and give them some local knowledge. And then sometimes I don't even realize that they're here. Samantha, I agree with that. If you can get out and help your neighbors, please do it. It takes a team. I can say for myself, I have about 3 feet of snow on my sidewalk out front in my house, and I still have a lot of snow out back that I have to remove because I've been here covering the storm. So I would appreciate the help as well. But once I get home and I'm able to start cleaning up stuff, I will, of course, be helping my neighbors as well because that's a part of it. Connie Elliott says it's back once again in Adams. Connie, it's probably going to be there for most of the day. I go ahead and switch over to radar here as we kind of loop it. We can see where it's at. It's moving through. If you're over towards Sackets, it looks like you're starting to get a break. Pausing it, you can see what we're talking about with that intense lake effect snow that's continuing. Pretty much getting a full fetch of the lake still today. Still going through some of your comments. Someone says, shovel a racetrack for my dog out front. He loves it. I wish I could shovel a path for my dogs. I don't know if it's going to be possible because of the amount of snow that I have. And I do have a plow. My landlord pays for a plow guy to plow the driveway. So the parking areas don't get plowed because obviously there's cars there, but the driveway gets plowed and all that snow gets pushed up close to where the dogs like to go potty. So I don't know if I'd be able to shovel all that out. I'm going to try. There'll be somewhere for them though. Someone says snowing again in Champion. It's going to be snowing for quite a while. Tri-County marker area received a couple of feet and still coming down. I'm not surprised there. Cheryl, I'm sorry. Cheryl says, I just want to know when I can go back to the Sunshine State, come here for the holiday, and now I'm stuck. I think Monday or Tuesday you should be fine. Someone asked if there's a travel ban. Not that I'm aware of. In fact, let me check our email to make sure. There is travel advisories in effect for Jefferson and Lewis counties. So officials are advising you not to get down on the road and travel. As far as travel bans, I don't know of any. I'm imagining this is just pretty much all going through. I'm not seeing any travel bans that have been issued. We've primarily just got closings and cancellations that have been coming through in our emails today. Yeah, we got the email from Walmart, Target, not Walmart, Watertown Target, should I say. They are closed today. Festival of Trees is closed today, so you cannot go look at the trees. Just going through a couple more of your comments. So as far as getting back on track here, we can see, I'm going through comments again, sorry, like a squirrel all over the place. How long will this last in Brownville? By Brownville, I think by this afternoon things have cleared up for you. I'll go ahead and take you here closer to home as we zoom in here on Sackett's Harbor, Helensfield. You're going to start getting a break. It should be lightening up. Dexter, Brownville, things are still coming down heavily at times, but you'll start getting a break as well. Once again, the main focus, if you're just joining, what I think is going to end up happening today is this lake effect snow band for the majority of the day is going to set up right in this location right here. Notice how it starts out thin and it spreads out. That's because of the way that the systems work with topography here. It kind of spreads out once it hits landmass and elevation. But once again, in that circled area, that does include Watertown, Fort Drum, Wilna, Carthage, Copenhagen, Barnes Corners, Adams, Adams Center, Harrisville, Diane, Lowville, Copenhagen, Casterland, Naumburg, Beaver Falls, Croghan, into southern St. Lawrence County, Oswegatchie, Fine, Star Lake, Wanakena, still going to be seeing snowfall throughout the day. And then by 9, 10 o'clock tonight, that band has shifted south. I will go back through this Futurecast with you so you can see what I'm talking about with the band slowly moving south. By noon, still pretty much where it is. By 2 p.m., still pretty much where it is as well. After 2 o'clock, things start shifting around just a little bit, starts moving a little south. By 5 o'clock, you can see that it's south of Watertown primarily and into central Lewis County and pretty much cleared of St. Lawrence County. After 5 o'clock, things really start improving very quickly for us. That snow band moves down towards central New York, and it becomes Syracuse's problem as things start improving here locally. Overnight tonight, as clouds break up, I want you to know temperatures are going to get very, very cold. So if you're out there tonight cleaning up after the snow, do know it's going to get very cold tonight as those temperatures plummet. If we have clear skies, that's going to allow for radiational cooling to take place, and things, like I said, temperatures are going to drop very quickly. Would not be surprised if we see calm winds, clear skies, fresh snow for temperatures tonight to drop down to 0, if not below. Still going through your comments. Hey, my grandpa's on here. Greg Jinks says, doing great, Kris. Missed you at Thanksgiving. Slowed down on some of the speech. For my grandpa, my pawpaw, just so you know, I'm tired. Someone says, how's the weather from Lake George to Parrishville? Closer to get to Parrishville, things will start deteriorating, but as we go throughout the day, that should start improving. So you should be primarily fine. Chris Spiker is asking, just out of curiosity, how much caffeine do you consume during a weekend snowstorm to keep you like this? Honestly, not a lot. I am just naturally like this, and for some folks that know me, it drives them absolutely crazy. Someone's asking any idea how much more snow is expected for Harrisville. As far as Harrisville is concerned, you're probably going to see probably another 12 inches maybe. I want to go back to see what's going on here in the city of Watertown. You can see here in the city of Watertown still very heavy snow. I can't tell. I guess the cars are parked at a red light there. Yeah, just red light. I think by 5 p.m. Fort Drum has improved drastically if it's not completely done with by 5 p.m. So that's good. Yes, the worst of the storm is from Sandy Creek to Watertown. Someone says, how about Evans Mills? Evans Mills, you're still seeing heavy snow. That will come to an end as we go throughout the day today. All right, folks, I've been on here for quite a while now. I've been on here almost 45 minutes. I typically try to keep these to about 30 minutes, but all of you have been very active today. We've had a lot to talk about. Carol was asking, how about Lowville? Lowville's still going to be seeing heavy snow throughout the day. Probably not seeing it right now, but give it time. That will change. You're probably going to see another 6 to 12 inches of snow throughout the day. Someone's asking about Pulaski. Pulaski, you will get some tomorrow, or tonight, actually, as it moves south. I think that starts pretty much wrapping things up for us here. I'll show the radar back behind me once again as it kind of loops through, and you can see that lake effect band moving around, and that was expected for us this morning and afternoon. And then it's eventually going to set up in this area right here. The typical snow belt is where that lake effect is going to set up. Anywhere from Watertown down towards the Oswego, we'll say anywhere from Watertown to Sandy Creek, and then onto the Tug Hill Plateau. That includes areas of 177, so Barnes Corners, Montague, over towards Lowville, and then New Bremen, Watson, Gregg, seeing that heavy snow throughout the day. So if you're in southern St. Lawrence County, things will start improving for you. North of Watertown, things will start improving for you as we go throughout the afternoon. Once again, the snow will be out of here by the time we get towards say 9, 10 o'clock tonight. It's going to shift south towards central New York, impacting Syracuse throughout the day tomorrow. And then as we get towards Wednesday, Thursday, this lake effect comes back. Yes, the lake effect comes back Wednesday, Thursday as another system moves in, and we're talking some more snow on top of what has fallen. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping things up here. Of course, stay tuned to WWNYTV.com for the latest information throughout the day, as I'll keep you updated on there. And then I will keep you updated here on Facebook, on the 7 News Weather app. Make sure you download that as you get the latest updates there as well. And then the 7 News app, we got you updated there. We'll send out notifications. Pictures and videos that you have been taking, please send those in to us, and we will show those as we can on air and online. Send it to 7, go to our website. Up at the top of it, even on your mobile device, you'll see a thing that says send it to 7. Go there, click add media, and just go through the prompts. I see some of you don't want me to end the live video. I'm sorry, but I am going to end the live video. If you can't tell, I'm really tired. So I want to take a rest for a little while. I'll be back in this afternoon to provide further updates around 2 or 3 o'clock. Of course, those updates will be on WWNYTV.com, and I do plan on doing another Facebook Live around 6 or 7 o'clock this evening to kind of wrap things up as this lake effect snow shifts to our south. So with that, I'm going to say have a wonderful day. Enjoy all of the snowfall that we're getting throughout the day today. Stay safe. If you don't have to get out on the roads, please stay home. That way we can help our first responders and plow crews and our tow truck operators, all that, stay safe as well. And then, of course, make sure you're clearing your roof, making sure your vents are clear, and helping clear those fire hydrants as well. So that's going to do it for now. I'll have more updates later this afternoon. Thank you for watching. And, of course, you can watch this video all the way back if you so wish, but it is 45 minutes long. So if you have nothing else to do as you're snowed in, why not? Go ahead and do it. But that's going to end it for me. Have a great day, and, yeah, enjoy the snow.